Hello everyone! Welcome to a new episode of Bo's Slow English. I am still in South Carolina, which is on the southeastern side of the United States. We're staying at a hotel/resort and I'm touring the property, so I will have you come along with me. Before we get started, please click like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. And if you'd like to continue learning English with me, check out my ebooks. The link is in the description below. I'm following his lead. But first, look at these beautiful southern homes. I just absolutely love the wrap around patios. This is called Oak Park. And my guess is these are oak trees. I wish you could smell the trees here. It smells so clean. Certainly much cleaner air compared to Los Angeles. I'm guessing at nighttime, these strings of lights will light up and it will look super festive in this area. Festive meaning Christmassy, holiday-like. This seems like a newer development, a residential development. So there's a walking path in between these houses, and if you go straight down that way, that's where the hotel resort is. When I was growing up on the East Coast, I climbed trees all the time. It was one of my favorite things to do. I was always the shortest one out of my group of friends, so I had a hard time climbing as high as they could, but I still enjoyed chasing them up the tree. Where did Gabriel go? Oh, there he is. Oh, this is the hiking trail. All right, so they have these nicely paved trailheads. Trailheads are the paths for the hiking trail. And we will see where this will take us. A little later today, we are going to get a massage. Well, actually, Gabriel wanted to get a facial, so we switched his appointment from a massage to a facial. A few episodes ago, I talked about the houses on stilts, and I thought maybe it was because those homes were a mobile style home where you can just pick up the house, move to another location. But I think that the stilts serve a dual purpose. I think it's also in case of hurricanes. South Carolina is sometimes exposed to hurricanes or hurricane type weather. So the stilts probably protect the homes from getting flooded. Let's try to catch up to Gabriel. I love these types of willow trees, I think is what they're called. How they have these loose leaves swaying back and forth. I don't know what to call them because they're clearly not leaves. I thought that they would feel a little prickly, which is like they might have spiky ends, but they're actually really soft. What do you see? A river? A bird? Oh, hello. That is an egret. Let's see if I can zoom in. Nope. Do you guys see the bird? the egret. What do you think it's thinking? This house is amazing. There's I think a sunroom, which is an enclosed room, usually in the back of a house, that keeps the heat in with insulated walls. Take a look at the crooked branches on this oak or willow tree. It doesn't rain a whole lot in Charleston, which is why the grass looks a bit dehydrated. It doesn't have that luscious green color. I miss the smell of fresh cut grass. I'm guessing they mow the lawn pretty often to keep it looking nicely manicured. When you think of the word manicure, you probably think this. So now we're on another trail heading back towards the resort. This trail wraps around that pond or the little lake I showed you earlier. Would you rather live on this side with this private lake pond in your backyard? Or would you rather be on the other side where the other trail was with the river in your backyard? I think I would prefer the more secluded side where I have less neighbors and less noise. Sounds like they're doing some construction over there. Beware, alligators in residence. Let me know in the comments, how do you say alligators in your native language? Also, does anyone know the difference between alligators and crocodiles? I forget. I think it has something to do with their mouths. I think we spotted some fish in the water. Can you see the little bubbles? I don't see bubbles on this side, but I see it on this side. Over there. Let's get a little bit closer. I'm not sure how shallow the water is here. I'll sit down on this bench so I don't fall in. Oh. Thank you. All right, we're taking the Maybach. I know I have some German subscribers here, so if I have been pronouncing Maybach incorrectly, please let me know. I know it's not Maybach or Maybach, as the Americans say. All right, where are we going? Let's go to, do you want healthy food?
Yeah.
Then let's go to Harvest Healthy Eats, and I will give you the directions. This is the car with the massage seats in the back, which I will have to show you when I get out. How does this car feel compared to the G-Wagon?
When I first got into the G-Wagon, it seemed a lot simpler to drive because of the square shape.
Does it feel smoother than the G-Wagon?
Yeah, a little bit. It feels a little bit smoother.
For me as a passenger, it feels less bumpy. It feels like I am riding on a cloud, actually. The seats are a lot more comfortable. The sides of the seats in the G-Wagon, on the sides, they come up a little high and it hugs your waist and rib cage, and I didn't like it because I felt like it was pushing my shoulders forward, but this is much more friendly for the posture. And the headrest is super soft. It's starting to become overcast, which means that the clouds are covering the sky and the sun is no longer visible. But it's still pleasantly warm outside. Oh, there's the cemetery again. Oh, there's the other Maybach. I'm going to put the camera down so that I can help navigate. Just wanted to quickly show you this chair that reclines all the way, I think. How do I do it? So when I press this button, it moves the front passenger chair forward. And what is taking so long? I think there is a malfunction in this car, because usually with just the tap of a button, I'm able to recline, but it's doing just a little bit of a recline and oh well. Oh, this cup holder has a heater and a cooler. Isn't that cool? All right, that's all I wanted to show you back here. We just parked the car, and little did we know that the lunch spot we're going to is in a really cute shopping center. So I can't wait to show you around. There's a nail shop here, I think. Actually, the branding is a little confusing. It says it's an Oasis. I see nail polish right inside the window, but it says healthy choice, healthy life. So I'm confused on what this place is exactly. They have a sandwich, coffee, breakfast shop. And we're going into this place. Harvest, smoothies, salads, grain bowls. They have these little snacks. It has dates, chocolate, and cashew butter, as well as walnuts. They also have these delicious looking potato chips that are perfectly salty. South Carolina is known to have delicious sweet tea, which is black tea, a lot of sugar, and I believe a little bit of lemon. I'm going to stand outside and see what else is happening while we wait for our food. Oh, they have a stretch lab. So Stretch Lab is a business that you pay a practitioner to help you stretch. It's kind of a luxury experience to have someone stretch you instead of you stretching yourself. And they have a dentist, Village Dentistry, a jeweler right ahead, an interior design business. So right in there, they call it the Design Center. Let's go check it out. It's a very peaceful courtyard. I don't see any other design shops, so I'm not sure why it's called the Design Center. I thought they were going to take a while preparing the food, but I guess they already had everything prepped. There is homemade tzatziki, which is a Greek yogurt, black Kalamata olives with some grilled chicken, feta cheese, pickled onions, lettuce, cherry tomatoes, and cucumbers. It looks really good. Let's try it. Oh, and there's a nice bed of rice underneath. Really good. Well, I'm going to enjoy my lunch, and then we're going to get my massage and Gabriel's facial. So I'll see you afterwards. Thank you for watching, I hope you learned something here. Please share this with your friends. See you next time. Bye!